Just a few weeks after totally fumbling the Diddy case, it looks like the Trump administration has fired Maureen Comey.
Diddy is panicking, and now the entire justice system is feeling the tremors. The legal circus surrounding Sean Diddy Combs just hit a whole new level of chaos, and this time, it's not just messy, it's dangerously calculated. In a stunning move that has insiders whispering about cover-ups and power plays, the lead federal prosecutor on his criminal case, Maureen Comey, was abruptly fired. No warning, no public explanation. Just gone. And the timing? Way too convenient. Maureen Comey isn't just any prosecutor. She's the one who helped take down Jeffrey Epstein. She's the one who was going after Diddy. And now? Suddenly removed from the case right as things were heating up. Sources are already alleging that this was no coincidence. This was Diddy's plan to remove the one person standing between him and serious jail time. It's giving desperation, it's giving influence, and it might just be the most dangerous move he's made yet.
They have not confirmed any of the details, but people are speculating it was because of the big loss in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Or is this revenge from the Trump administration?
So, who is this prosecutor Diddy is so afraid of? Maureen Comey isn't just any prosecutor. She's the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey and a serious force in the legal world. A Harvard Law School graduate, she's spent the last decade going after the powerful, including Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Yes, that Maxwell. The one who's now serving 20 years in federal prison for trafficking underage girls. Comey helped bring her down. But now, the woman who once helped expose a global sex ring has suddenly found herself out of a job. Fired by the U.S. Department of Justice with nothing more than a vague memo. In her own words, Comey wrote to her colleagues, "Yesterday was unexpectedly my last day in the office. I was summarily fired via memo from Maine Justice that did not give a reason for my termination." That's not just odd. It's alarming, especially when you realize she had just wrapped up the criminal trial against Diddy. That trial, by the way, ended in Diddy being acquitted of the most severe charges like sex trafficking and racketeering. But he was convicted on 2 serious counts involving interstate prostitution. So let's ask the obvious. Why would a high-ranking, successful prosecutor be let go right after taking down one of the biggest names in music? The theory that's floating around, allegedly of course, is that Diddy may have had something to do with it. Panic mode? Looks like it. If you've been watching the case unfold, you know Diddy's public image is crumbling. Testimonies from Cassie and another victim identified only as Jane painted a disturbing picture of control, abuse, and addiction. And the courtroom pressure? It was enough to make anyone crack.
I want to talk about him forcing Combs forcing Jane, not her real name, to put makeup over her bruises and get back in the ring.
Listen, that detail disgusted everyone. Everybody knows what is coming to get back into the ring and to do a Cassie.
Now, instead of focusing solely on his legal defense, Diddy is shifting his attention to, wait for it, rehab. That's right. While he awaits sentencing, sources say Diddy has enrolled in not one, but 2 separate federal programs. The first is the STOP program, a court-recognized initiative that addresses domestic and sexual violence. The second is a drug rehabilitation course led by Dr. Harry K. Wexler. He's also allegedly attending regular therapy sessions behind bars. And sure, on the surface, this might seem like a redemption arc. But critics aren't buying it. Many are saying this is nothing more than a calculated move, a PR stunt. Something meant to soften the judge's heart ahead of sentencing. It's not uncommon for defendants to enter treatment to show the court they're changing, especially when federal prosecutors are pushing for up to 4 years behind bars. So now we're asking, is Diddy really trying to grow as a person, or is this a classic play from a panicked celebrity handbook? Let's not forget, sources claim Diddy actually started drug counseling before he was arrested.
So yeah, Diddy's in therapy, and the substance abuse program that he's in is run by Dr. Henry K. Wexler, who is a known, recognized expert when it comes to criminal rehabilitation and substance abuse.
Which could mean he saw the writing on the wall. The lawsuits, the leaked footage, the mounting allegations. He knew it was coming, so he got ahead of it. or at least tried to. But now, with the lead prosecutor suddenly out of the picture, the optics are raising eyebrows everywhere. And we have to go back to Comey's final words to her team, because they speak volumes. She said the department had long emphasized 4 guiding words: without fear or favor. But now, she warned, we have entered a new phase where without fear may be the challenge. If a career prosecutor can be fired without reason, fear may seep into the decisions of those who remain. That's a direct shot at whoever ordered her firing. It implies a culture of intimidation, of silencing the ones brave enough to go after the powerful. And let's be real, Diddy is powerful. Or at least, was. It's hard not to draw comparisons between this case and the one involving Ghislaine Maxwell. In both, Comey went up against people with connections, money, and influence. She didn't blink then, and she didn't blink with Diddy. But now, she's out. Which brings us right back to the core of this alleged scandal. Did Diddy, or someone in his orbit, pull strings behind the scenes to get her removed? Maureen Comey didn't go quietly. She made it crystal clear in her goodbye that fear has no place in the legal system. Fear is the tool of a tyrant, she wrote, wielded to suppress independent thought. That doesn't sound like someone just packing up her desk and moving on. That sounds like someone who feels betrayed by the very institution she served for nearly a decade. And when someone with her track record gets iced out without a word, it's not just suspicious, it's terrifying. So let's piece this together. Diddy is facing jail time. He's been convicted of 2 serious charges. The testimonies against him were damning. And now, the woman who brought that case to court has been removed, allegedly with no reason. And while all that's happening, Diddy suddenly checks himself into a federal anti-violence and drug rehab program. It's giving panic, it's giving guilt, and it's a giving strategy. To be fair, no official statement has linked Diddy to Comey's firing. Everything here is, as always, alleged. But when the puzzle pieces start falling into place, you can't help but wonder if we're seeing a cover-up in real time. The man who once built an empire on confidence and charisma is now scrambling to rebrand as reformed and remorseful, just in time for sentencing. Now, all eyes are on October 3rd. That's when Judge Aaron Subramanian will decide Diddy's fate. Prosecutors are recommending 4 years. But with Comey gone and Diddy suddenly playing the therapy card, no one knows what the judge will do. Could he get a reduced sentence? Will the absence of Comey weaken the prosecution's final push? Or will the court see right through the sudden self-help routine? Whatever happens, this case is no longer just about Diddy. It's about power. It's about who gets to bend the rules and who pays the price for enforcing them. If Maureen Comey was fired because she did her job too well, then we're looking at a deeper rot in the justice system. And if Diddy had anything to do with it, that's not just manipulation, that's weaponizing influence to avoid accountability. So the question now isn't just whether Diddy will go to prison, it's whether the justice system still has the guts to stand up to men like him, the ones who smile for cameras while making deals in the dark, the ones who check into rehab, not to change, but to control the narrative. Let us know what you think in the comments. Was Diddy really behind the firing of the prosecutor who led his case? Is his rehab stint a genuine step toward healing, or just a calculated move to sway the judge? And if this is what power looks like in 2025, what does that say about justice for the rest of us? Because at this point, the courtroom isn't the only place where the verdict matters. The public is watching, and we're not fooled.